Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Last Call Kinda. I am your host, Gerard Morgan. Joined with me, but as always, Greg Masturzo. Go ahead, say something, Greg.
Are we still gonna do this? Are we really still doing this?
That was Greg.
Every week, boys, every week.
That was Nick. Nick, go ahead, say something.
You just did.
Hey, there's iPhone 4.
And joining us now, late as always, is Drew. Drew, go ahead, say something. Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Oh boy,
Hey,
you
we can
sound
talk.
you sound so bad.
It's the Roa.
Oh my god. Can you just say a sentence real quick?
Tell me what sentence you want.
Oh my god, you sound like fucking Morgan Freeman.
That's
I sound like Morgan Freeman.
Sound like a kid who hit puberty at like age 9, finished by 11 or some shit. Like Jesus Christ.
Your voice is 18 octaves deeper than it normally is.
Octaves?
Yeah,
Octaves?
guys, what's up? It's iPhone 4 here.
Oh yeah, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm iPhone 4. All my
Hello.
protein from FNX Fit is really starting to kick in.
Yeah. I
That's
think there's like
got him.
I think there's like androgens or something in the protein.
Drew, can you just remind us, like, for any of the folks at home that maybe forgot, like, what is the last call kind of discount code for FNX.com protein?
I believe it's last call 15 for 15% off your total
My
order.
God, that
at
sounds
checkout.
amazing.
That's hot.
15%? That's like almost 20%.
It's 50% of 30%.
It's 50% of 30%. You're getting 50% off of 30%. That's incredible.
It really is.
It's a large number.
It's, I mean, you're paying 85%, but
And it works 100% of the time.
100% of the time you get 15% off.
80% of the time.
Remember, the more you spend, the more you save.
Yeah, it's fucking true, honestly.
Absolutely. Like, so let's do some quick math. If you spend $100 at xfit.com
Yes.
and you use the promo code LastCall15, how much are you going to save?
Dude, at least 15% on car insurance.
Some may say $15.
Some would say we're like Geico.
What if you spent $200?
Jesus Christ, now you're doubling it.
Some would say $30.
Can we get a calculator?
See,
Greg, you got the calculator? Yeah. You said $30, Greg?
30.
Holy fuck. That's
see
wild.
what I mean? The more you
Now,
spend, the more you save.
If you take 30,
Right.
multiply it by 3,
Right,
then divide it by 3,
right,
Mhm, mhm.
times 100,
right,
plus 4, and then you take all that and multiply it by 0,
right.
you get 0.
Holy fuck. No,
which
yeah,
is not.
Sometimes
what
I wish Greg
our
was
discount
mute.
gives you.
the math checks out there. We haven't said wrong math yet, so go check out fnxfit.com and use our promo code LastCall15 for 15% off.
We also, in honor of the occasion, we created a new discount link, which we can put out there. It's fnx.grsm.io/beat Rona.
Jesus fuck. I'm gonna need that 30% slower.
Did you say Rona or Roja?
Yeah, it's gonna be Roja for the listeners at home. It's red in Spanish.
That'll be the next discount link. But if you follow this link, https://
Wait, it's
Look,
not
guys. For other people listening, I'll put it in the link. Don't worry about it.
He'll put in the link.
Can we just get to the dot?
He's
Beat
still
Rona.
going. He's
Can
still
we just
going.
talk about the dash? Are you calling dashes backslashes?
Backslash?
It's easier to say dash than backslash.
I mean,
Yeah, but dash
is a
is
thing.
different.
dash
Yeah,
is a
dash is
Oh my god,
one
leave him alone. He's got the
dash
Roja, dude. Come on.
dash
He's got
Roja.
O2 levels of 82% right now. He's actually struggling to fucking talk.
All right, so
/beat Rona, capital B, capital R.
thank you, Drew, for the update on our promo code. So make sure you use that 50% off. It's
Capital
gonna
B,
be great.
capital R. It's Battle Royale.
This is also true. The lies haven't been told yet. So we're also going to be getting into this episode now that we got that all out of the way. This episode, we're going to be talking about something phenomenal that happened. Miracles do happen if you trust the process.
They may beat us 9 times out of 10.
But they're not going to beat us
not
that
this
10th
game.
time. Exactly. Then we're going to get into some Drew medical history. Eagles got a new head coach. I think they hired the water boy off the Lions. Then we're going to get into the steroids talk that we said we were going to talk about last time, but we're going to talk about this time maybe.
We've been saying it for about a month and a half now.
Yeah, who knows? And then, because it's, I believe, the 25th anniversary of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's accurate? Hell yeah. We're
That's
going
accurate.
to talk about that, because who doesn't love
Who
conversations?
doesn't have Pokemon?
Who doesn't love conversations that go from football to steroids to Pokemon? Let's be real here.
It's a light way to end the
And
show.
just think
you
about
know?
all the
Light-
Pokemon
end on a high note.
on steroids, like fucking Machamp.
Greg, are you watching the
God.
Flyers?
I am not.
Okay.
So, speaking of hockey, that's our first topic. Your
Hell
boy,
yeah.
your boy beat Drew in fantasy hockey. Suck it.
Let's go.
First
Ladies-
time for everything.
You can't see it, but I'm
He's
I'm
just DX chopping right now.
chopping the shit out.
Man, he may actually pull something. Actually, no, he didn't, because he doesn't have to warm up. Because you don't have to warm up.
My watch just said, "Are you being active?"
Your
I'm
watch is
the
like,
remi-
first time in 2021, you're being active. Oh no, you're DX chopping.
Oh god.
Your watch is asking you, are you being active for the first time since you bought me?
It is. So I'm 1-0.
Hold on. Fix your mic, because when you were chopping, we can't hear you now.
Good, better.
Wait, there you go.
All right, so I'm 1-0. Beat Drew. Got that on my record. So it doesn't matter because I don't play him again for at all. I don't think until playoffs maybe.
Yeah, because we don't go through the schedule twice like we usually do.
Right. So this week I have some kid that I have no idea who it is, and the motherfucker was down by like 20. One of his boys had a hat trick. So the only reason he's ahead by like 3 points is because he had a hat trick. So I'm
Well,
gonna beat
Gerard,
you.
if you beat me by 10 points and Konechny had a hat trick in one of the games
Yeah. What's your point?
for the same excuse,
Nope, it doesn't work like that.
I would have won it.
Yeah, gotta say though,
not how that works.
not a good look for the podcast when Team Last Call kinda is holding a losing record.
0-1. Yeah.
And like
Right.
Drew, I don't want you to keep that up, but like I also don't want you to beat me this week. So like,
Oh,
Double-edged sword, really.
Drew is playing Nick this week. So it's
Me?
fucking God, I read the fact that you guys have your names. I read the name. It fucks me.
I have a picture. I'm right here.
Honestly, I
literally
probably
just
beat him.
But I read Nick. I looked at.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Classic.
Greg.
It's a lot to do here. It
I'm
really is for
dyslexic.
our host.
All right. So Greg is playing Drew, and Greg is gonna kick Drew's ass.
You know how this goes. Greg, you know how it goes. I've been in this league long enough. I start out with a team of people that everybody recognizes, and then by the end of the season, you don't know who's on my bench, and I'm winning games for no reason.
This is true. And I will say, for the record, I'm actually taking this league seriously the first time in probably 3 years, because I had a guy that was healthy scratch for 2 games that would usually sit on my bench for about 3 weeks before I realized, oh, he hasn't played a game since fucking the first week of the season. And I got rid of him, and I put a guy on IR. I put 2 guys on IR. That's big for me.
Nice.
I'm taking it
Oh.
seriously.
Greg, Cam Talbot, I told you it was a good pickup.
Bro, yeah, I got to say, Cam Talbot has been spectacular so far. And underrated hero of my team right now, Jeff Petrie, who is position rank 1 for defenseman in points.
That is a big deal.
The dude's been unreal, and everyone was shitting on me because I took him probably 3rd or 4th round, which is super high for Jeff Petrie, but he's lived up to it so far. Roman Yossi is not.
Well, you might find this funny, and so will your brother, I think. A big reason why I think Gerard won last week was because the Rangers sat Tony DeAngelo for 2 games.
Did they?
Yeah,
Why?
he got toasted in his first game
Oh,
by Barzell, and then the coach was just mad at him, so he healthy scratched him for 2 games.
that's classic. He's been taking a lot of heat.
Yeah, because he's a boomer.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, hope he finds 0 success in everything he does. I've talked to guys that played with him as like a kid, because he's around our age, I think. and he was just apparently like the biggest like piece of shit ever.
I think it's really interesting because a lot of times people, especially in sports like hockey, they don't make it this far if they have a bad attitude. Because like a quality that brings you up in professional sports is being a team player that people don't usually hate.
Yeah, apparently no one liked this dude. Just jackass. Which
Yeah,
I mean,
I wonder
totally
what the
makes sense.
Rangers think. I mean,
Well, I
obviously
mean,
his coach hates him, but
It's
I
fitting
wonder what
he's
his
in New York.
teammates think.
It's fitting he's in New York. That's all I'm going to say.
It's true.
Rangers are trash.
I want this to be on record because I thought it was a great pickup. Max Comtois plays for
Maxime
Anaheim.
Bonta, yeah.
Picked him up off free agency. He is going to be a goddamn animal this year. And I just wanted to get that off there first, is all.
Hey, before we go forward, what about we do like a little bet for this podcast?
Oh boy.
Team with the worst record amongst the three of us. We got to do something.
Thought you had something prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. You ready? Well, I guess we can't really do it because Drew doesn't really have facial hair.
I'm not shaving my beard.
I was gonna say.
That's-
Dye a different color.
How about this? How we don't shave? How about Fu Manchu?
Nope. Can't do it.
Just
You're not
dye
confident.
a different color.
That sounds the worst, Nick.
It would absolutely be the worst. Which is why it's the best.
I mean, I'll do one of those like one day things over a weekend or some bullshit. This took me way too long to grow. I can't change.
Oh, wait, I got it. I got this from the Chris Long's podcast when he lost a bet with his co-host. They had to sit in an IHOP for 24 hours, and every pancake they ate, every waffle they ate took 1 hour off of their time.
Wait, who goes to IHOP and eats waffles?
That sounds like a small version of torture.
Yeah. Also, I don't even. The nearest IHOP might be Philly for me.
Although I would house 24 pancakes to get out of there early.
You would absolutely not house 24 pancakes.
Nick, you don't understand. I don't have much free time. I'm not
Dude,
spending it at a fucking
I
IHOP.
eat pancakes literally every single day. And I'm telling you, after 6 cakes that are literally pan-shaped, you will start hallucinating. 6 to 8. I'm not sure about the small ones. Like the IHOP ones, mine have little chocolate chips. You know, they're a little bit bigger, mom and pop shop. But like IHOP ones, dude, no.
If that was the deal, I would go to IHOP and be like, listen, either I'm sitting here for the next 24 hours or you're going to make me 24 little tiny baby pancakes.
Can I get 24 silver dollar pancakes?
One or the other is going to happen. You're going to give me 24 very tiny pancakes.
I know another bet that he lost. He had to eat a bowl of mayonnaise on camera.
Oh,
How about if I have the worst record, I'll eat 2 Reese's peanut butter cups.
Fair.
On camera.
you'll eat a pack of Reese's.
A 2-pack. Don't get a pack could be the bunch of those little ones.
No, I meant like a 2-pack. Yeah,
Yeah.
standard like 2-pack.
And if
Yeah,
I
okay.
lose, I'll eat a pack of Reese's too.
Well, Nick, we don't want you dying. Flushing it.
Well, exactly. So that's the joke.
All right.
God, I have to chill thinking about eating fucking 2 Reese's. They're so fucking gross.
I'll go Fu Manchu.
I got a bunch in my cabinet right now.
God. Ugh.
Oh yeah. So if I'm worst record, I'll go Fu Manchu.
And if Drew loses, he has to get Rona. Oh, fucking wait. This
Drew
idiot
already
already has
has
it.
Roja.
Not again.
With the
I'll
Rona.
have immunity by then.
He can't for at least 90 days.
I don't think we
Yeah.
actually talked about it yet. So, ladies and gentlemen listening.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let
Oh, sorry. I think
we
it
gotta
feels,
let Drew have his
feels
pick.
like we need to tell him. Okay, continue, Drew.
What?
What? I mean, you just heard me and Greg give our own punishment, and they're relatively not great. So give your own punishment and make it relatively not great.
I'll eat a bowl of mayonnaise on camera.
That's just fucking disgusting. I don't even want to see that, honestly.
How much is a bowl of mayonnaise? Like a cup of mayonnaise?
Okay, yeah, I'll say a cup of mayonnaise. I'll eat a cup of mayonnaise.
How about no drinking for a month?
No, he's already doing that.
Dude, no one wants to see Drew eat a fucking cup of mayonnaise. That's a punishment for the viewers, dude. No one wants to see that.
I want to.
I'll be two scoops of mayo in, and I'll start gagging.
If Drew could just like squish it through his teeth, like one of those.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll even pick like that gross like yellow colored mayonnaise.
Drew, please,
not even
win.
the white mayonnaise.
I will help you win. What do I have to do? Christ, mayonnaise is disgusting.
So here's what we'll do. We'll stick with these for now. I'll try to clip these 3 things separately and put them on the Instagram at some point this week, and then we'll see if our listeners have any other ideas as like a punishment. That's
the listeners
within reason.
The listeners are not going to be reasonable.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll see within reason. If not, we'll stick with these.
Tattoo your ass.
Patty's gonna be like, well, the loser gets to have at least 1 dozen of my homemade chocolate chip cookies and a nice neck massage.
Deal, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It's on the
I love her.
All right, so we'll leave it at that.
All right, so let's get into the next part. Drew has the Roja, otherwise known as the Rona.
The Roja.
Drew, did you in fact forget that it takes all of us?
Did what?
Did you forget that it takes all of us?
You just can't escape the Roja, dude.
It takes all of us to beat the Roja. And here you are just getting the Roja.
Yeah.
I got it.
Did you try not getting it?
Yeah.
Maybe asking nicely?
Did you try
Well, honestly, for the longest time, I thought I wasn't going to get it because even at work, one point, there's like 15 people in my office, like literally in the same room. There's like 15 of us, maybe more. All of them got it and didn't have to come to work for 2 weeks, except for me and my boy Paul. And it was just us two alone in the office for 2 weeks. And I was like, this is bullshit. Why are we?
Roja's just floating around in the room, man.
And now I have it.
So you're like struggling right now because your voice sounds like fucking shit and like you can't breathe or something?
No, it's just my throat's a little swollen, so it gets hard to talk sometimes.
Yeah, you look like shit too, but
I think overall I have pretty mild symptoms.
You know what would help with your throat soreness?
FNX supplements using last call kind of 15 code for 50% off your total order.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sucking cock, but
I mean, I had 3. No, don't cut that out. I had 3 other directions I was going with it, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting that, and I like that. That's a good answer.
So which one?
I was gonna go
Drew's.
Drew's. I was gonna say eating a cup of mayonnaise would help with that. Then I had the suck a dick. Then I had licking my butthole. So like all 3 of those were like coming. And Drew, like using promo code last call 15. I'm like, oh, that was a good ad.
So fucking clean.
Solid.
Wait, can I just bring something up, Greg? Have you seen? I'm not a boomer, so I don't really have a problem with the ads on the helmets
dude,
in the NHL.
Like the least of my concerns is I'm like, yo, you can barely see them. Like it's on the helmet, whatever.
Right. But I gotta say, the one the Flyers went with their away jerseys, it doesn't look good. It's like TCS or something, which I'm not totally sure what it is, but it's like pink and yellow. And it just does not, like, it just clashes. It's a clasher.
Real big clasher, huh?
It's a clasher. And it's not even a small logo. It's it takes up the whole half of the helmet on that side. So
TCS, apparently, according to
I see it,
is Tata Consultancy Services.
Well, I mean, actually, it's not.
It's not
Oh,
what I
what?
just said.
No, it's not.
Oh,
You made it
Tatas.
up.
that's what Google says if you Google TCS.
Did you do Philly or no?
No. Oh, it's a freight dispatch service.
No, it's property management.
Oh, I don't know. I'm Googling it. That's what it says on Google.
Yeah, I googled TCS Philly, and it's property management. Yeah, I saw the one on that. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. I mean, it's better. Like people were getting up in arms about the names of the divisions or whatever. I was like, who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Oh no,
Who really
you gotta
cares?
call it the Bell Canadian Division or the Honda West division. Like, who cares? If it gets some more money, it gets more money. It's all literally the NHL can
want
use
that.
every state of dollar they can get.
Yeah,
That's a
hockey
turnover.
needs more money if it wants to compete with other sports.
With soccer,
Yeah, which we're barely even above.
I don't know if they're above
As
it
far-
anymore.
In the U.S., I think they're still above it.
Yeah, but it's not by much, I don't think.
No, definitely not in Europe.
No, not at all. Anywho,
Yeah. So TCS logo, not a good look. Flyers. At least make
You know-
the colors match. Come
you
on.
know what would look good on there?
What?
An LCK logo.
What about? I mean, that's good, but what about a FNX supplement? Last call kind of 15 code for 15% off your total order.
He's fucking crazy. Like, you know he's going to say it, and you just, like, let it happen. You're like, God damn it, dude.
I knew where he was going.
I'm excited to see like how he gets because like in his head he's like, "There's how I'm getting. There's where I'm going."
Yeah,
But you could tell he doesn't know how to get there. Yet.
absolutely not. He's, like, climbing over mountains and fucking tunneling down underground and shit.
There's a straight path to it. Like, there's a straight line to where Drew wants to get to, and he's like, no,
He's
we're
like,
going scenic route.
It's a fucking scenic route.
That's how he got Roja.
They get the scenic route. So Drew, did you like infect everyone in your family or what?
No, okay, so this is how it happened. I don't know who had it originally, but basically this past weekend was MLK weekend. Rip in peace.
Right.
So Haley and I and some friends decided to go get an Airbnb in Dripping Springs, which is a nice area of Texas with like wineries and breweries and stuff. So we got this Airbnb and there were 8 of us in it.
There was not a mask in sight, I bet.
80?
8.
Oh, he said 80. I was like, Jesus Christ.
There was 8 people in the Airbnb, and lo and behold, we all get back from our nice weekend, had some fun, and the very next day, or Monday rather, all 8 of us have corona.
Roja.
One of them goddamn super spreader events down there in Texas. Yeah, so Drew, do you think you're gonna die or no?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay, good.
And
I
if
mean,
he
it would
does,
probably
give
be
us
bad
extra
for like
words.
an old person, but I think Merv's mad at me because last week I had a good week of like a good first week of workouts, and then on Sunday we had a call where we made some changes, and then we're going to go into this week all good, schedule all made, and bam, coronavirus, can't even go to the gym for the next 2 weeks. So Merv being the dude he is, made a home workout plan for me because I have a bunch of bands and some dumbbells and other stuff I can use here.
I hope that involves like workouts you could do and you can't physically breathe.
I told him to not consider my feelings at all when making it.
I hope he has you doing fucking stairs and burpees.
I have stairs in my house. Stairs aren't a common thing in Texas.
The fuck?
Yes,
Yeah,
live
dude.
all in ranches.
Just like a lot of houses don't even have basements.
Your bedrooms are just next to your kitchens. That's just fucking weird.
That's exactly, my bedroom is next to.
It's so weird.
That's
I don't like
fucked.
All right, so Drew's got the Rona. Drew's ladies got the Rona.
Roja.
Roja. Everyone in goddamn Texas has the Roja.
We all got it.
And Florida. Florida probably has the Roja too.
Florida's got the Roja too. So hopefully, we all don't get the Roja except for Drew.
Terrible Texan architecture.
Can we make that a topic of the next podcast? Why?
That's going to be the title of the show.
All right. Moving forward, Philadelphia Eagles finally have a new head coach.
It's true.
And if I'm reading correctly, Indianapolis Colts offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni, who
Nick Nobody.
Yeah, I've never fucking heard of before in my life.
Sounds Italian.
Which isn't
Does sound
good.
Italian.
It's not good.
You sure?
Yes. Not. It's just no. Why? Like there was so many coaches able to what? Sorry, go ahead.
They didn't even interview Eric Bieniemy.
I know.
They didn't even give that opportunity a chance.
Is Bieniemy going to be an offensive coordinator for the rest of his life?
Probably at this point.
Because he could have been a head coach the last 3 years.
I know.
So now we got some slapdick Nick Sirianni, I think he was a coach for 3 years?
Well, no, he's been a coach for 9 years. Last year was his first year, or no, the past 3 years he was an offensive coordinator.
Oh, gotcha. So positives,
but he's another Andy Reid product basically, because he started off in Kansas City as their an assistant offensive coordinator, and then he was a quarterback coach and a wide receiver coach there.
Oh, wide receiver coach would be nice. Have someone who could teach people how to catch.
Why don't they just pull Brian Dawkins in and be like, have him just give a speech every game and make them run through walls and they'll be good to go.
Brian Dawkins and Rocky.
They should bring in Rocky.
Could you imagine Rocky? Could you imagine Sylvester Stallone strolling up into the Eagles locker room?
But not even Sylvester Stallone, literally him, but in his Rocky persona.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm with that, but does he get a walker and everything to go with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, plus side for Sirianni, he finished the last 3 seasons, he finished in the top 10 in yards and points as the offensive coordinator. I don't know if that has something to do with the Colts having a really fucking good offensive line or him being a good coach. Probably the first thing. Yeah. So, we got the fucking Water Boy as our coach.
We get a little bit of young blood, a little bit of young talent in here.
This is going to be a shitty however long he's the coach for.
I think it'll be okay. I have faith in my boy.
I mean,
we share a name, so obviously
I was like, what's his last name, Nick?
I couldn't fucking tell you. But I know he's going places.
Drew, what's your confidence level at?
The only thing I can say is nobody knew who Doug Peterson was when we hired Doug Peterson. So hopefully this guy comes in and wins us a Super Bowl.
I feel
not next year, but the next year.
I feel Lurie and Roseman were both. Let's pick the lowest guy that we can bully the fuck out of to get him to.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, who won't argue with us if we hire them?
That's probably why they didn't interview Bieniemy. He's got too big of a name.
Probably right.
Bieniemy could tell Roseman and fucking Lurie to fuck off.
And he probably would have. He'd probably been like, you guys are assholes.
He probably did, to be honest. That's why they didn't even interview him.
That Oklahoma coach straight up said, no, I don't want this job.
Yeah,
and he didn't even interview.
I mean, why would you leave Oklahoma, for the terrible fucking Eagles program we have right now? Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, I feel like Oklahoma's a pretty good place to live.
It's like Urban Meyer. People are saying that Urban Meyer is going to poach all the people that work at Ohio State. It's like no one's leaving Ohio State for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, boy.
You know what they should look to get? I think this coach. He used to coach in college. His name's Chip Kelly.
Fuck off.
I hate Greg.
You know what I think?
No.
True.
Tell us.
I'll tell you.
You better
I
fucking
think-
tell us.
Oh God, please
He's
tell
better after all
I
this.
think the Eagles need to get a partnership with FNX supplements using
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
last call
somebody
kind of
get this kid
15
a
to get
fucking bowl of
15%
mayo.
off your total order.
Just get him a bowl of mayo, dude. I can't stand this, dude. I'll watch him eat the mayo. I can't do it. Jesus.
That was good.
Idiot.
It's definitely not getting old yet. It's probably getting old for the listeners, but definitely not for me.
Drew, how long until you change your team name to Last Call 15
Last
and
Call
your
Kinda
abbreviation's FNX?
Dang, I totally should. That's a good one.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Last Call 15. That's the code to get 15% off your orders.
Fuck, I did it again. God damn it. For those of you not paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm fucking ripping my charger out of my fucking computer. Oh boy, that's just probably not going to work anymore.
Nice.
I just can't imagine that that's still charging. It says it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. So anyway, as we were saying, FNX 15,
Last Call 15.
Last Call 15, FNX Fit. That goes into
50% off your total order.
our steroid content. Oh my God.
What the fuck is wrong with
That,
you?
I'm having a stroke. That goes.
And this has been Last Call Kind of. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Gerard Morgan.
That goes into our steroid conversation that I prefaced in the beginning of this. Let's talk about why we should do steroids.
Oh, here we go.
What is this, like 4 weeks coming?
It's-
This is a great conversation. I'm a big fan of the steroid conversation. I think people
You're
are
leading
scared.
it, though.
I think people are scared to talk about it.
yeah, let's talk about it. I want to do it.
You want to do
wait,
it?
I got a little background on this.
Oh, okay.
Not some background, but
I
what
used to-
brought this conversation up or interests me.
Who's doing steroids? Sick.
Well,
Which you can
in
purchase.
my fantasy hockey, my other fantasy hockey league with all the Canadians, I brought up the fact that I think 2 substances should be allowed and regulated in professional sports. One being weed, obviously, because any non-boomer would agree.
The
It's
biggest
not a bad thing to have.
the biggest performance enhancement you can get, man.
Right.
Smoke a little Doha, a
And-
little Roja.
2 is creatine.
Shut up, Greg.
2, I think, to a degree, if regulated properly by the league and not individually by teams, steroids should be legal in professional sports.
I think.
And I got a lot of backlash on it, so I want to see what you guys think.
Here's the problem, right? Most of our favorite athletes, a good majority of them, are probably already on steroids to some extent, or some type of performance-enhancing drug. Whether it's like
Who the fuck?
what?
This is not ASMR fucking chip eating.
Oh, that's fucking Greg, dude. Fucking
I'm not
around with
eating
his
chips.
Ruffles, dude. Just opening a bag of Ruffles.
How did you know they were Ruffles, Nick?
Okay, dude, seriously. Get a fucking life, bro. There's a fly in my wine glass, dude.
Jesus.
Back to what you're saying. Steroid sports.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of professional athletes are on some type of performance enhancement, and I think having a safer way to monitor athletes using them is just a better overall outcome for everyone involved. It's safer for the athletes. It's better for the team. It's better for the audience because they understand what goes into being a professional athlete. Like, a lot of people think that you can get to the NFL or the NBA or like a top powerlifting or Olympic lifting competitive environment just naturally, and that just, unless you're a literal genetic freak, it just isn't really going to happen for most people. And a lot of these guys look towards supplementing with low doses of testosterone. I know plenty of athletes who take Anavar, and it's like at some point you have to look at the big picture and say, like, is this actually more detrimental to the sport and the scene and the fans than it is to the athletes who are consensually taking these drugs? It's a tough conversation to have.
I mean, the problem with it is it's not like the health. They don't give a shit about the health.
Of course not.
The problem is if half the league is taking steroids and the other half is like, I don't want to because of the potential adverse side effects.
Of course.
That other half of the league is going to be fucking out of the league in a month.
Yeah. Well, that's all. I mean, you can also just see that present in different leagues as it is. Like sometimes there are people in the NFL or the NBA that are literally just leagues behind other people that they're playing with or against, and that like may be the case of supplemental anabolic use, or it could just be the fact that they've got god tier genetics. But when it comes down to it, your favorite athlete, the top 0.001%, is on something. For most of them are on something. Right?
I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I feel as if most aren't. I just to be a professional athlete, like you're genetically built different.
Oh, of course, no doubt about it.
Just built different.
Yeah, they're just built different, dude.
You're just built different.
Wait, Nick, are you saying your boy Lou would be on steroids?
Who the fuck is Lou?
One of your favorite weightlifters ever?
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah. My boy, my Olympic lift. Yeah, of course he is.
Lou Ferrigno?
No, not Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Zhang or something?
Anybody want a peanut?
He's a fantastic Olympic weightlifter.
No one's peanut for me.
Seriously, is this fucking kid keep going with this?
He's gonna keep going.
Can't even see your forehead, dude. I'm just looking at a wall now.
I'm laying in my bed. This is taking too long.
Okay, I hate you. But Drew, what was some of the backlash you were getting? Because I'd be interested in seeing a league that was devoted to pumping as much drugs into players as they wanted. Like how high can humans actually jump when they are monitored by doctors and pumped with the best drugs in the world?
XFL should hop on that.
XFL should think about it. Well, the XFL isn't allowing ex-cons in their league, so at all. Yeah, they're like super strict on like their policies and everything.
What if they become a con while they're in the league?
I think they're kicked out of the league.
That makes sense.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It would be cool to see how far like someone could hit a baseball with like a metal bat and juiced up on steroids.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty good example in the bodybuilding world. His name's Big Ramy. I'm sure most of you have heard of him. He just won the 2020 Olympia.
Can't confirm. I never heard of him before.
You're fucked in the head. He is one of the biggest bodybuilders that has like literally ever been seen. He was almost built in a lab. Like some of the Middle Eastern countries that have access to certain drugs that aren't regulated or aren't as easily available in the States or
like
in
milk of poppy.
Is this what it's like for Gerard when I'm just fucking interrupting him all the time?
Milk of poppy's heroin.
Yeah, our boy Big Ramy is just slamming heroin on the daily.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him.
I mean, true. Honestly, once you get that big, dude, you can't even sleep. You just gotta fall asleep however you can.
Heroin keeps you up.
Does it?
I thought.
Bro, when I watched Breaking Bad, both of them just like died and instantly fell asleep.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was meth, you dildo.
Oh, true. No, they were definitely doing heroin. Jesse and his girl at that time?
Definitely
did. She definitely did heroin.
That was definitely heroin.
And then she
instantly died.
Suffocated on her own throw up.
100%. Huh. So once again, I'm correct.
All right.
Anyway. But this is a fun conversation. If anyone's interested in this conversation, who's listening and wants to like chat about it outside of like me and Drew shooting the shit right here, you can message me. I've worked with. You guys are fucking useless, you and Greg. Greg is just playing with the fucking hair tie, and you're sitting over there asleep.
Not yet, but no, like so. You can't say that. Like basically, if you allow steroids in sports, all the athletes that want to play that sport have to be doing steroids.
Correct.
Which, like, isn't fair.
Yeah. But also, there's also a lot of athletes who don't have the genetic potential that freaks like maybe LeBron or Kobe did, and they have to use steroids to be able to match up to that skill. So it's not – sometimes it's not an enhancement to – become the best. Sometimes it's like an enhancement to keep up with the best, which I think a lot of people are forced into, especially younger kids, like college athletes, when they come out of high school and they were like god tier varsity, football players or something, and now they get to college and everybody's 6'4", 300 pounds, and these guys are like, holy fuck, like I need to catch up. Like, or I'm just gonna fall behind and like my career is over. And
but that's the thing. Like, yes, like if you're gonna fall behind, your career's over. Like you're not built different. Like you're just a normal fucking person. Being a professional athlete is the 0.1% of the 1%. Like, not everyone can go to the league. Like that's kind of the point.
That's true. That's true.
Like if if I was in high school baseball and I'm fucking like, man, these kids are better than me, I'm just going to start taking steroids. Like, no, like the fucking kids are just better than me. They're putting in more practice. Like, fine, if they're taking steroids to get ahead of it, like, that's kind of cheating. Like, so yes, no, I'm not like LeBron. Guess what? If I do a whole bunch of steroids, I'm also not going to be like LeBron.
But you'll be in much better shape.
Right, but I'm not going to be able to compete in the NFL.
For sure, but if someone's like 1% or 2% worse than, if someone's like 1 or 2% worse than LeBron and starts doing like low doses of test or does like any of the variety of different steroids you could take for performance, and then ends up edging out to LeBron and can put up, a fighting chance, a lot of athletes are going to take that route.
But yes, but that doesn't make it right, and that doesn't mean that we should legalize it.
Yeah, of course not. I mean, I don't think this conversation is for like legalizing it. It's just an open dialogue of
like if
I am a big fan of steroids in sports and doing it safely.
So LeBron,
especially in strength sports.
Let's assume LeBron isn't on steroids.
Yeah, which look at his hairline in the past few years. I mean,
Yeah, it grew back like crazy.
I know.
Is that what you're talking about, or were you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, that could also just be like fucking Rogaine or some shit, but
being a billionaire and being able to afford implants.
Being a billionaire.
But
yeah,
if I'm the best at my sport, and I'm not taking steroids, and some slapdick comes in taking steroids, like now I have to take steroids if I want to be that good again.
Yeah. I mean,
which isn't fair because like I'm the best nat. Like weightlifters talk about it all the time. Like they'll see someone lift, it's like, wow, bro, that's not natty. Like
not natty, bro.
It's a giant slight.
Yeah, there's a huge like ethical and moral dilemma for using them too. But I like I said,
you have no morals or ethics.
Hey, I have both morals and ethics. I want to make sure athletes who choose to do steroids, because they're going to do it one way or the other, are doing it safely and are doing it monitored by a doctor.
No, if you want to cheat, you can get fucked in the black market.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the worst thing you could do is get your shit from like shady fucking Slim over at an LA Fitness and not really know what you're doing. Making sure like people are educated, and also like making sure your doctor is involved to some extent. Like they're always going to be like, no, don't do steroids. But if you're like, hey, I'm going to do it either way, I would really like if you like help monitor my blood pressure and X, Y, and Z. Like that's definitely a good conversation to have.
Okay, my point.
Back to your point.
Less on the performance enhancing side of it, but let's talk about the true mechanism of steroids. It doesn't, I mean, to a degree, it does put on mass, but the real thing it does is increase recovery. Am I wrong, Nick?
No, you're correct.
That is its main function, is that it speeds up recovery to an unnatural rate.
Yeah,
especially
at least for certain most anabolic steroids that people think of when they look at bodybuilders. That's the case for those types of situations.
So Gerard, to put that in layman's terms, that means
I fucking know what it means, you dildo.
that means say I do a very hard leg day on Monday, and normally without steroids I wouldn't be able to do it again until Wednesday, Thursday. But if I was pumping juice, I'd probably be able to do it again the next day.
Right.
So, and Dr. Mike brought this up a lot in college. Even when you're on the juice, you still have to put a lot of work in to actually see results that equate to large increases in performance. So, using the fact that we know steroids increase recovery, my point is legalizing steroids in professional sports to keep those athletes that are already great on the field or on the court or on the ice longer, not just in season for less injuries, but also longer in their careers. If it was managed by doctors in the league, knowing how much of a dose that they are taking, you probably wouldn't see all the common injuries that you see all the time with superstar athletes and the career-ending injuries that
that's a really good point.
So does that make what we're watching now basically like? Does that turn the average age of the league to like 40 at that point?
Probably could.
Like exactly.
Probably just have a bunch of Tom Brady's.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd rather see. Like there's no switching of like the old guard type of thing. Like if everyone in the league is fucking playing 15 years, like I don't know. I feel as if if you're not naturally good enough to continue playing, that's where it's time for the kids to jump in.
Time for the 22-year-old fucking freaks to take over.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you can have all the recovery in the world. Age is still going to catch up to you. And new kids who are using the latest techniques to get better are in their prime going to be better than any 40-year-old athlete, unless you're Tom Brady.
I was going to say that to Tom Brady.
And some of the drugs that they would be required to take to keep the average age or push the average age up to like a 35 or 40 in the NFL or the NBA would inevitably be their downfall anyway, because stress will catch up to them, their blood pressure will catch up to them, and even if they're able to recover physically, they are going to have a much more difficult time with the neurological side effects, with the biomolecular side effects, with like their organs, their liver, their kidneys.
I thought we were doing this healthy.
I mean,
that would be a problem.
You can still do it healthy, but the side effects will catch up, especially if you're taking them over,
20 years,
a decade or 2 decades. So they might be healthy enough to play and avoid injury, but when it comes to stress management, they might be lacking, because 20 years of playing football in the body is going to be hard, even with all the fucking rest, relaxation techniques, the drugs, the perfect diet, the perfect sleep. It's going to catch up eventually.
One of the biggest problems in football is right now? Massive concussions all the time. And you know what the side effects of that is? Do you ever hear CTE?
Yes. Thank you, Gerard.
Thank you.
They made a movie about it.
I did take a Psych 101 class.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper on that in college.
Oh, so great. Here's Greg chiming in for the first time in 20 minutes.
So the prolonged, like the late life effects of concussions is changing the game currently. So why the fuck would we take something that we know causes bad side effects later in life and just be like, fuck it, pump them. Who gives a shit?
That's what athletes do to be the best.
Dude, leagues don't care about concussions, man. They're gonna be. They would say that either way.
They just want their money, man.
The NFL
at the end of the day, no, the NFL doesn't care.
They don't care.
They want their players to pump out as much as they can for as little as they can. That makes them the most amount of money for as long as they can.
I don't know. They paid Patrick Mahomes $500 million. That's $500 million.
And that's not even close to how much the league makes in revenue every year.
Yeah. But like, in terms of being cheaper, like that's like,
but
much more money.
If they could get these guys to pump out another 5 to 8 years, and like they would do it, right, in a heartbeat. And well, maybe the league wouldn't be able to officially do it, right? But behind the scenes, they'd be all for that, right? They're like, all these athletes.
I don't think the players would, and I think the players' union would shut it down.
Gerard, how about this example? Bo Jackson.
Right.
Little Bo Jackson, of course.
His injury was largely a overuse injury that he did not give time to heal.
He ripped his hip out of his thigh.
Yeah, it was an overuse injury because he had a previous hip injury that he never allowed to heal.
Right.
So, if he was able to be given therapeutic doses of steroids that did heal his hip and potentially could have made his career last longer, do you think he would have done it? And do you think the league would want that?
Yes and yes. But as a whole, if you're polling the players' union, who are full of majority relatively healthy individuals, I don't think they're going to say yes. That said, that brings up a good point. I do like that idea, and I'm fine with that idea of if a player has an injury that reaches a certain criteria of like season ending, like blah, 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 out for X amount of months, that athlete, sure, give him a few steroids for like a cycle or two to like help him heal.
just pump them a little bit. Make sure.
Well, it's more about prevention than it is physical. It's not like therapy afterwards.
Yeah, it's not like you get injured and then you're pumped full of steroids and then you're fixed.
Yeah.
Right.
But do the steroids not help?
They do help, but they help.
But
it
would help more
prevention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I don't care about prevention.
They're a little bit like Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, this is a great topic, and I'd love to dive into it more, but Gerard seems set in stone on his opinion, and I'm going to change his mind over time.
Can I go to my second point?
Yeah, go to your second point.
My second point is, if they want to see real results, they just need to go to fnxfit.com. Use last call kind of 15 to get 15% off their total order, and they'll be healthy and moving for the next decade.
God damn it, Drew. I was going to do that.
I should have known by the fact that he never said I had 2 points. He just said, let me get to my point.
And it was beautiful.
I should have known.
I was not expecting that one.
Absolutely. Why is Gerard drinking mini water bottle?
That is like the most
useless
dog shit bottle I've ever seen for the environment, dude. There's going to be a fish, a little fucking Nemo motherfucker just swimming, and he's going to get stuck in that bottle and die.
Probably, but it's 8 fluid ounces.
Oh,
anyway, so to Drew's second point, right, about FNX Fitness, when it comes to the Pokemon world, who do you think is the most jacked out of the first, 1 to 3 generations?
Most jacked? Or
the most, who could throw up the biggest fucking weight in the gym?
Machamp, right?
Yeah, Machamp,
you'd think it'd be Machamp, but I think it might be Snorlax.
Snorlax
has some fucking big dumb strength.
I mean,
Snorlax is like Eddie Hall.
Yeah, for sure.
He just insulted Eddie Hall.
We got to talk about.
No, he looks just like Snorlax.
We got to size to yeah, Snorlax is 1,000 kilos heavier than Machamp.
Oh, we doing some fucking body weight shit now?
I mean,
It
Charizard
works in the
is probably
Pokemon
pretty
world, but it
strong,
doesn't work with me and Merv. Still salty about that. Just kidding. I love Merv.
Merv. If Merv didn't lift more than you, I wouldn't have said anything. But strongest. So
I'd probably have to. I'd have to pull up like a Gen 1 through because I know my Gen 1s pretty well and I know my Gen 2s, but like I can't think off the top of my head of any like legit jacked.
So if you look it up though, you're not gonna really find too much about it because when you look up strongest Pokemon, it's just going through like.
Why would you type in strongest Pokemon?
you gotta look up buffest Pokemon.
The buffest Pokemon.
Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna find some like Rule 34 shit if I do that.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I don't want my computer like breaking.
Aggron.
Ooh, he'd be a big boy.
Oh, Aggron, yeah. I'm gonna stick with Swampert.
Swampert?
Yeah.
Maybe because like he could lift things on. I don't know.
Have you ever seen Mega Swampert? I don't know if you've gotten that far.
Yeah, Mega Swampert's a fucking tank.
He's just jacked.
Right on.
Or if we
Ooh, Steelix is a good one.
we skip
Nido King.
right on to Rhyperior.
I was thinking Rhyperior too. Yeah.
These are some good options. Are these? Those aren't Gen like 1 through. But I guess we could just all.
Right.
Rhyperior is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, to be fair,
Speaking of Pokemon, Sword and Shield is actually lit. I have it on my Switch.
Is it?
Really good game.
yeah, I'd be all about it if they didn't say they were making the biggest Pokemon game ever on an actual gaming console, like a console, not like a handheld, and you put like a tenth of the Pokedex in there.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you mean?
So like, when I heard they were making a console-based Pokemon game, I was like, oh shit, this is what I've been waiting for. Where it's like they're gonna do as much as they can to help you actually catch all 800 Pokemon now in that game. Like they're gonna work it so it's like legit. You can try to catch them all without having to go to special events and like except for like certain ones. But I'm like, and then they put like the Pokedex out, and it's like whoever their new ones are for the game, and then like, hey, here's like 100 of the other 700 that you can get. And of course, Charizard had to be in there. You had to keep Charizard in there.
You can't. I mean, he's a staple, dude. When people think of Pokemon, they think of Charizard, Pikachu, and fucking Jigglypuff from that one Vine. Have you ever seen that Vine? It's literally I think that was the hardest I've laughed in my whole life. It's a Vine. I'm not gonna do it justice if I explain it here.
I don't think I know this Vine.
I don't either.
Jigglypuff Vine?
It's great. Just type it. You could type it in right now while we're doing this shit. It's like 6 seconds and it's fucking hilarious.
That's how Vine works, dumbass.
Okay, let's seriously, honestly, Gerard, open your mouth. I'm about to take a piss.
Good one. Oh wait, is this gonna be the who's that Pokemon?
Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck.
I have seen that one. Never mind. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
It's Pikachu!
Pikachu.
Fuck!
This leads into our conversation about Shut Up Pokemon. 25 years. It's
That's
just
crazy.
killing the game. 1-year anniversary of Pokemon.
Shout out Pokemon.
25 years I've been on this goddamn world too. I don't get half the love of Pokemon.
Nick, I feel that.
Can you imagine if you got half the love of Pokemon?
Can you even I take like 1/1000th of 1% of the love of Pokemon.
What about
so much love.
15%?
Yeah, what about 15%?
Code last call 15 for 15% off.
Bro, I can't fucking do this anymore.
Greg, we were on the same wavelength. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, if the listeners haven't shut this off yet, thank you. We appreciate it. We'll stop maybe. Probably not.
You're welcome for the 15% off, though. Last call 15% off your whole order.
All right, so the conversation I wanted to bring up with this was we've all played it as a kid. Might still play it now. I know I still play Pokemon Go.
Never played it as a kid.
You
No.
didn't? No
I've
wonder you
explained
are the
so
way
much
you are.
about why
no wonder
you
you
are
are the way you are.
Even I played it as a kid.
So, and this could be it. So my buddy from high school used to play it all the fucking time. Big fan of it. Every time I went over his house, I'd be like, "All right, give me it. I'm gonna play a bit, see if I can figure this thing out.
I'm gonna play this Pokemon.
I'm gonna play this Pokemon." So every single time, all I wanted to do was fight Pokemon, and I couldn't. I'd go to somebody and they'd tell me to talk. That I would talk to them and just talk.
Yeah, that works.
Walk to someone else and just talk.
Fire scored. Let's go.
I just want to fight Pokemon. That's all I want to do, and I would never be able to do that. I just talk to fucking people walking around all day. So then
What were we playing? Like a capture game? Like take pictures?
Yeah, Pokemon. What's that? Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, which they remade and they called it like Pokemon Snap, like new version.
New version.
So
that's it.
I couldn't fight Pokemon, so I got pissed off and I stopped.
I want to know what game you're playing because literally every Pokemon game, you can't even walk around in the tall grass without fighting a Rattata.
Yeah, like
his friend definitely just beat the game and like put him fucking in like the starter town.
Probably.
Dude, go talk to these guys, and they're all like, "Dude, we just got our ass beat by you like 3 days ago."
That wouldn't surprise me at all, to be completely honest.
Greg, he was probably just talking to that one kid at Route 57. That's just like, you can't pass.
Oh yeah, just stuck. The best part of those games though is when you catch a legendary and you get this new move, and you're like, "Where am I going? I'm gonna go to Route 2, and I'm gonna pick on this Pidgey or this Rattata, and just smack them with whatever their special move."
Hyper Beam.
Oh yeah, it was always Hyper Beam for like the early games, and like if you get like Gen 4, I think I think Gen 4 introduced like special moves for the legendaries, and like they also they sort of like do it for the old ones too. So you like go to like route whatever starting route was in like the 4th generation, and like Palkia is out there with like special Ren, and it's just like, bro, that was a level 2 Baidu if that wasn't nice.
You'd use one of your moves that has like PP5.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, now I gotta go to the goddamn, gotta go see Nurse Joy. By the way, I would totally do Nurse Joy.
Which one?
It's a cartoon, dude.
Well, I mean, like, dude, seriously. I mean, like, if Nurse Joy was a fucking person.
Means in real life, I hope. Like, if you saw like a real life Nurse Joy, right?
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, Nurse Joy, you got some thick ass. Oh, what's the Pokemon that she used to have always? I was about to be such a great joke. Yeah.
Isn't Nurse Joy like 50?
It was Chansey.
I was about to say, you got some thick ass Chanseys, girl.
Please do ignore what I said.
No one's listening to you, Gerard.
You're too far away from the camera. Can't hear you.
Isn't Nurse Joy like 15?
Bitch, what? No,
Aren't
Nurse
they
Joy.
all like?
I mean, they're all like 14 in the goddamn show. Ash is 12 years old for like 20
years.
fucking years.
Yeah.
25 years.
And Nurse Joy
I'm pretty sure he ages at one point, but I can't remember.
Yo, he's been 12 for 25 years, and he's still only won like 2 Pokemon leagues.
Yeah, he's low key kind of dog shit as a trainer.
I mean,
But then you fight him in Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and
Yeah, he just smacks you.
he's just like he's got the best theme in the game. He just ruins your life.
Okay. Before we conclude this episode, let's get everybody's favorite Pokemon character. Like, not.
Well, first off, we got to get your favorite generation. That's what the whole conversation was about.
God damn it, Greg! Got places to be, dude. There's a fucking fly in my wine can.
Yeah, back to the fucking plan.
you fucking savage inbred.
Dude, wine cans are delicious. They're very cheap too, cost effective.
All right, so favorite gen's definitely 1 because it's the one I know most about.
That's fair.
I think favorite gen is for me. It's 3. I played Sapphire a disgusting amount of times in my life. I made so many little cubbies that have like cute shit in the cubbies.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be obsessed. It was like playing Sims. I was obsessed with going into the cubbies and making like cool little hideouts.
Your secret bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's. I don't want to like. I hate going against Gen 2 because it's like the one that was the first game I ever played, and like Heart Gold was like my childhood, or Gold was my childhood, and but I got to go Gen 3 because I don't know, something about Emerald. Like I played Ruby and Sapphire, and then I got Emerald after, not knowing it was literally the same game. But then I beat the game, and I was like, whoa, Battle Frontier. And I never actually beat anything in the Battle Frontier though. I'd always lose at the Frontier heads. But I probably I think it was over 400 hours into that game.
That's a good a healthy amount of hours.
Like, that was great. I even got a Game Shark at one point and was like, I can complete the Pokedex now for real. And like by for real I mean like cheating, but I still did it. And I think I got all the Pokemon. So that was like a big life achievement for me.
Now you can sell that for many, many thousands of dollars.
I would never.
Speaking
It's true.
of bonus, right now in Pokemon Go, if you do the current fucking task, you get a Sky Dragon,
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza, yeah,
Sky Dragon.
guaranteed catch.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You only got to catch like 2 Grudens,
Groudon.
that too. 2
Kyogre.
whale torpedoes,
Kyogre.
him too, and to catch 30 Pokemon.
Yeah, so Gen 3 for me. And Swampert's easily
Ugh, you
the best
disgust
starter.
me.
with Feraligatr being second.
You disgust me.
Alligator, he's a good one. He can lift.
Yeah, he was jacked. Dude,
He's their strongest Pokemon. He's got a strong jaw, that's for sure.
Totodile in the old cartoons
Totodile.
was one of the funniest fucking characters I've ever seen. Him and Psyduck, like, just perfect.
Psyduck is the fucking best. I don't think I've ever actually seen. I've only ever watched the first season of Pokemon.
Who are you?
Yeah, that's got to be a tough life, brother.
It explains a lot.
I've definitely
Alright,
watched it a lot.
Drew, what's your favorite?
Yeah, Drew, how about you?
I'm gonna go with Gen 2 because I loved Silver, and my favorite Pokemon because is Voltorb, because I had a level 99
This
Voltorb in
motherfucking
Silver,
dude has a
and all I
Voltorb.
did was self-destruct.
This dude's in like 7th grade. Like, yo, anybody want a fucking duel? And he just kills himself. He's got 699 Voltorbs and just wins,
And loses.
and then also loses.
I was trying to figure out if I could ever find my old Silver game, if there was a way to get that Voltorb into the new games.
Yeah.
In the Shield, and there actually is. Like,
Do you know how long of a process that would take?
I know. No, I looked up. You can Google like a map of how to, like, it'll show you a picture of how to do it.
Oh, it's
But
insane.
you can literally get your Pokemon from the Gen 1 games on like the old Game Boys, and you could bring them into the new games on your Switch, which is kind of cool.
Drew, I'm pretty sure to do that, you would need your original Game Boy or something that could play the original Game Boy games,
Yeah.
then something that could play Game Boy Advance games, then something that could play Game Boy Advance and DS games, then something to play DS games, then 3DS games, then Switch.
You just need to get to 3DS, and then you can upload your
Wait,
Pokedex to this thing called Pokehome.
yeah,
I think it's called Pokehome, and then in Pokehome, you can send them to either Pokemon Go or you could send them to the Switch.
Right, but I literally just said you'll need all of those things up until the 3DS,
Yeah,
and that's
dude.
when the Switch comes in.
I'm just saying, if I want to get my level 99 Voltorb, and I want to self-destruct on people,
It is
I
technically
can do it.
possible.
Well, I got a 3DS, a DS, and a Game Boy Advance if you need help.
That's good to know.
You're a fucking idiot.
What?
You know who's not an idiot though?
Huh?
You know who's not an idiot?
Who?
People who use promo code LastCall15 for their orders at fnxfit.com.
Ooh.
Not as good as Drew's, though, I gotta say.
All right, this has been Last Call Kinda. I'm your host, Gerard Morgan. Thank you for joining us.
So, what I was thinking was, before we end the show, I got a bus going by my house. Hold on. So, Nick, you had an idea you were going to say about, for the listeners, for their, what was it, favorite Pokemon? Nick?
Did I?
You literally said, we'll ask the listeners. You had an idea for the listeners.
Oh. Listeners, just tell us who you think the most jacked Pokemon is and why you think that. In the comments down below. It's easy.
Can we put up a poll, a jacked Pokemon poll?
It's tough though, because it'd have to be like a poll where you could submit options. Maybe just say
Well, I
like,
guess it could just be a question.
yeah, just a
up.
question.
You do as a question.
Because there's people who probably going to come up with some good ones. And like, why? Why is important? Because you can't just be like Blaziken, because can kick
He's on
shit.
fire.
Yeah.
Kick things. What
Yeah.
kicking?
It
if
have to.
you
it'd have
wish
to
the
be like-
stupid Pokemon that is definitely not strong, we're gonna call you out.
We will definitely call you out.
Actually, no. People will want to be called out. We'll probably block you.
God damn it.
We won't call you out by name though.
Yeah. So you could just think if we're saying mean things to you or not. I like that. It's a good idea.
I think that pretty much wraps up the show, boys. That was a great
Alright.
episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Last Call Kinda. I'm your host, as always, Gerard Morgan. Join with me again, Greg. Oh, God, my dog fell on me. Drew,
Last call 15.
Mick. Great. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend. Real boots on the ground type of environment. You tell someone, they tell someone, we get more listeners. You tell people to use our promo code. Drew, what is it again?
Last call 15. fnxfit.com.
Cool. So go there, use our promo code. Helps us out, helps you out. You get jacked, we get racks. Cool. Peace out, y'all.